Now from Coors Field in Denver, MLB Network is live and on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the Colorado Rockies. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. John Gray will be on the mound for the Rocks. Dan, any thoughts?
First-round draft pick out of the University of Oklahoma. Big arm, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Good hard slider. It's never been about the stuff for John Gray. It's about attacking the strike zone. At times gets a little bit too timid on the mound, but if he brings his A game, you'll know early. If he's throwing strikes early with that fastball and he's in an attack mode, he's as good as anybody in the game.
Now at the plate, Nick Senzel, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Senzel stands at second with no outs. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short, and that becomes the first out of the inning. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matty, the key to hitting the Coors Field is the fact that there's so much outfield ground for those guys to have to cover. There's a lot of base hits. Don't fall in love with the fact that you're going to drive the ball out of the park. That's going to happen naturally with just a good approach and a good pass at the baseball. But there's a lot of ground to cover in that outfield, which screams there are a lot of hits to be had.
The 1-1 drilled to the left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Runners on the corners now with one man gone, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. One there. Relayed to Alonso for an inning-ending double play. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Trevor Bauer will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself. Good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the 4-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
In now for Colorado, Garrett Hampson. Now the payoff pitch home. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Another full count offering on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Two out, nobody on. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and out.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Into the bleachers and gone. Nolan Arenado touches them all, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to hit next the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. So 1-1. Taken, strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Rockies strike for 1 on the homer by Arenado. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Leading off the inning, Aristides Aquino, and they'll need him to get something going here. So 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Here it comes. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you.
17.
So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Ready now for Cincinnati, number 17. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Hit in the air to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. He will score, and the Reds have tied it. We're all square at 1 apiece.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis fouled off. Full count still. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and it gives the Reds a 3-1 lead.
Now that ball was an absolute tape measure blast. Probably one of the farthest home runs you'll see all season, and as ShowTrack tells us, it was projected at exactly 450 feet. That's one that'll make the highlight shows later on for sure.
Standing in now, Tucker Barnhart. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Reds have opened up a 4-1 lead.
As a pitcher, you worry about giving up the long ball to the meat of the lineup. But when the 2 guys at the bottom of the lineup torch you, it's really disheartening. These guys have weapons everywhere.
Into the box, Trevor Bauer. 1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let me tell you about first baseman Yonder Alonso. The bat plays. We get it. He's there for offense. But don't sleep on the defense as well. He's battled his injuries, but he's out there going to the post, making picks and bailing out his boys in the infield.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. Takes this the other way to right. Blackman is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
In now for the Reds, Jesse Winker hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Reds out in front, 4-1. Striding in for the Rockies, David Dahl. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
The count now at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there, and a strong arm.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 1 out, nobody on. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 7.
Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Stepping in now, Yonder Alonso. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail it 4-1. Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. He reached on a single in his first try. A little bit outside. 2-1. Skied into very shallow right. Blackman is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Settling in now, Aristides Aquino. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Olson, base runner at first with 1 out. And he takes a called strike 2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, number 17. 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Here's the 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Dahl is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Reds leave one as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Stepping up now, number 58, and he's ready to take his first cuts. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, John Gray.
The pitcher, John Gray, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And this is going to get foul, so now Bud Black has something to think about here with 2 strikes. The 1-2 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. Galvis on to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
In now, Charlie Blackmon. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Freddie Galvis. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Story backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a liner. Foul. Another full count pitch home. Fastball too high, ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Standing in, Trevor Bauer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And that's the second out.
The batter, number 15.
Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Nick Senzel, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Barnhart blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate. And they lead now by 4.
The left fielder, number 33. Jesse.
You'd have thought someone had a radar gun on him with the effort he put into that throw. That's a cannon of an arm right there.
Into the box, Jesse Winker fouled off. Senzel, the runner at first with 2 gone. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
The 2-2. Line hard, but foul. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Reds are on top, 5-1. And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-1 pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Hit out towards second. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line up, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Nolan Arenado. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
1 run, 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now in the box, Trevor Story. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
2-2 the count. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Stepping in, David Dahl. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like he got fooled a little bit out front, ended up popping out. Expect him to be a little bit more leery of the breaking pitch this AB.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Drilled to the right side, and he goes down to the knee, but that's by on a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-2 game, and time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Riding into the box, Brian Goodwin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, the first baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Here's Yonder Alonso, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, number 58. Chopped to third. 1 run is scored. That gets down as 1 run is in.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
In now, John Gray. Now that's popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Reds 5 and the Rockies 4. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Goodwin. He's there and records the first out.
The batter.
Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. At the plate, Aristides Aquino. He went down on strikes last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Grounder down the line at third. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Reds are down and ordered. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. So it's back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. And it's 1-2. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Softly hit to the left side. And he'll get in there safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Digging in and looking for more, Garrett Hampson. A hit in 2 tries so far. This one's in the dirt, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Now the 2-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Standing in now, Nolan Arenado hit well on the ground to first. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Stepping into the box, Trevor Story, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Fastball is taken for a strike and he runs it full 3-2. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Into the box, David Dahl. 2-1 to David Dahl.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. 3-1 to the Rockies left fielder.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 2 left for Colorado. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Number 37 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 37.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. And he'll lead things off in the Cincinnati 6th. The 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Here now the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another try at 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Goodwin's in pursuit.
He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Tucker Barnhart will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Skied into straightaway right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The batter, the pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
Jose Iglesias will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for Cincinnati, number 4, Jose Iglesias.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. This is line to left. Dahl is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They lead it 5-4. Amir Garrett enters to do the pitching
now
in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
Now to the plate, Brian Goodwin. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. There you see Yonder Alonso. He waits next. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Yonder Alonso. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Popped him up. Suarez in foul ground. 2 gone.
The batter, number 58.
So digging in now, number 58. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th. And before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Nick Senzel. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. In for strike 2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now another 1-2. Line drive to left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Jesse Winker. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left, and it's now 6-4. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, and it's now 7-4. Well, I'm not sure that ball's ever going to be found. It went so far. One of the most impressive home runs we've ever seen, and the show track numbers are just ridiculous. Get this, the projected distance registered at over 500 feet. Very few balls in history have reached that territory, so expect to see that one on highlight reels for a long time to come. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 54 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 54. Now playing first base and batting 9, number 24, Ryan McMahon.
In now, Matt Olson. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box, Aristides Aquino. And that misses. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Number 17 would be next. Inside, he misses. Ball 4.
Now batting, number 17.
So coming to the plate, number 17. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A runner on first with 2 away. He's running. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. The 2-2. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Standing in now, Freddie Galvis. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit. And they'll keep it going here as he's into third base with a triple.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. That's lifted the other way out to left. Giving chase is Dahl, but he won't get there. It falls in. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Number 50.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Brian Shaw enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 29, Brian Shaw.
Phillip Ervin will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Barnhart leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. The Reds lead it 10-4. Kevin Gossman gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Kevin Gossman.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan McMahon. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
Nope.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pulled toward right center field. Senzel sprinting after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 1.
Two away now in the Colorado 7th. And up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Shot towards second. Oh, what a play! He goes to first. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
10-4 the final in this game. Cincinnati scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Trevor Bauer is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.